What's going on, folks? So we get a stream. Hey, what's going on? It's a stream for the stream because Underhaven's going live around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and hey, I decided to do a stream because I scheduled fucking nothing for today. I worked my fucking ass off all week, and I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna take today and just make it a day for me. And I didn't want to fucking do anything. However, come a space, there is something that, there's a couple things that I need to address. And I will address the former as opposed to the latter later on in the show. So here's the thing. Lord of Patriarchy actually kind of got to me. And I'm gonna blow myself up. So, thank you, Mango, if you can post that link that I asked you for. Here's the thing. If you are at any point feeling like unaliving yourself, I know we're jumping into it, but if you are feeling like unaliving yourself, please do. You can contact me. You can post stuff in the comments. You can hit me up at postloguana@gmail.com. I may not get back to you right away, but talk to somebody. Please talk to somebody, because I don't want to lose anyone because of that. I've lost far too many people just because they took the permanent solution to a temporary problem, and I don't want that at all, and I don't want that for anybody. I know it's a really dark place to start off the stream with, but please do. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's someone you're friends with, your neighbor, your I don't know, that dude across the street you borrowed the lawnmower from one time. It doesn't matter. Please do go talk to somebody, because, like I said, Dave really got under my fucking skin about that. Just please go talk to somebody. I can't even look at my basic training picture because there are too many people on there that haven't lost their lives to combat, which is what we were trained to, be prepared for, but they lost their lives to life, just the stresses of life, and I don't want that for anyone in my chat. I don't want that for anyone at all, regardless. So please, please, please do. And no, nobody has to contact me and be like, hey, are you okay? And I'm fine. I'm actually doing pretty great. That's kind of why I'm putting this out, is because I'm in a fairly good position. I don't have to, and I don't have to put steal the head or anything like that. It's not going to happen. I just don't want anybody. I don't want to get a phone call or an email or a Discord message saying, hey, this person's gone. So please do. If you have to, please do hit up that the National Suicide Hotline. Just talk to somebody. It doesn't have to be on the phone. You can just go talk to your neighbor and be like, hey man, I'm not feeling too great. Please do it. Sorry. I apologize to go so dark and deep right off of the fucking bat, but it got into my head and it was spinning around for a little bit. So, please just do that. Yeah. Anyway, we got a bunch of shit as opposed to all of the dark stuff, and yeah, I would really appreciate everybody to just help out their friends. If you see somebody that's not doing so great, just ask the question, hey man, do you want to take a walk? Do you want to go grab some water? Grab a beer or something? Please do that. Again, I got into my own head, so there's the link. Oopsie. I didn't mean to do that. The link is there. I'm actually going to pin that one simply because no, I don't want to remove her as a replace pin message. Alright. There we go. So, for fuck's sake, just talk to somebody. But hey, let me say what's up to the chat, and then we're gonna jump into this. Thank you, Mango, of course, for being there and for having the wherewithal to read my text messages, even though you should be asleep. Walpole and Worcester man, Michigan, the lonesome fella. Yes, he is. Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Bill Portley, everybody wish Bill Portley a happy birthday. Can we get some cakes in the chat for Bill Portley? School hates Bill Portley. Bill Bortley? Yeah, whatever. What the Beck? Lizard. Oh my god, yeah, that's me. Heon, just in time, grab some Wendy's. Ooh, did you get a spicy chicken sandwich? Because that's really the only good thing at Wendy's. It's always cooked well. I've never had a bad spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. It's the best. It's fucking cold. Hey, man, I work landscaping. I know exactly what you mean. Hey, Skits Crasher. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Anybody that I missed? I know I missed a few people. Oh. Why can't I scroll up? Duh. It's because you don't actually have the thing. Yummy Jackie. No, I give everyone hugs. Yeah, hugs are great. Hugs are actually great. It's a human experience. Having a hug is fucking cool. Like, it's great. Thank you, Yami. Dave told that story about his friend passing away from leukemia and claimed he got over, but it's clear he's drinking himself like crazy each day. He's lying. Yeah, that's a whole different conversation. Like, we can have that conversation. I was there for it. I was in Dave's chat, and honestly, Dave just needs some fucking therapy. He needs somebody to talk to. That's kind of why I got into why I asked Mango to put up the National Suicide Hotline, because literally, just talk to somebody. If you have good friends in your life, they'll be like, hey dude, you're fucking up. And if you don't have good friends in your life, they're gonna let you just fuck up. So just let your friends tell you that you're fucking up. Like, it's a thing. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Dave is not. Dave, seriously, go fucking take a nap. Like, you have a cold. You're drinking way more than you should. Just fucking take a nap, dude. Get back to it. And no, you're not management. But again, different story. I took a 4-hour nap. Oh, those good old 4-hour naps. It's like, oh, I'm gonna lay down for 30 minutes. Wake up and it's like, oh, what? Oh, good. Is it really? Oh, is it? I did that yesterday because I took Sasha out to the woods, and then we came back, and I was just like, all right, I'm gonna lay down. And like, it was probably like 3 or 4 hours later, I just woke up. I was like, oh fuck, I have shit to do. And happy birthmas, good Bill. Yeah, everybody, can we get some fuck Googles? Oh yeah, 21 people. Shit. Everybody, thank you for being here. Hit that like button or something. I don't know. Spherical Man, thank you for being here. Spherical Man's totally dope. And J-Mag and all of the lurkers. I really appreciate you. I would... hey, Al Trucker. Awesome. Sweet. So, really appreciate you guys for being here. I didn't expect such an audience. But hey, all the lurkers as well. Hey, just share this around and, you know, let Dapperton know that he's a turd. Because we're about to get into how much of a turd he is. Alright. No, I'm going to get rid of that. So, let's dive into it. Fuck Google and hotel Wi-Fi. Exactly. Thank you, Tubian. Thank you. Dapper Turd. Exactly. Dapper Turd is a moron. So, how much of a moron is Dapper Turd? Well, let's watch. Boink. Alright, so, the title of this video is Incredible True Story of When I Was Detained. For those of you who have not seen this, give me an idea of what you think his detainment was, where it was. I just want to I just want any and everybody to just give me an example. Good eve, Mr. W. What? Oh, hey, Mr. Wadowson. How you doing? Yeah, and my work has slowed down, but I'm not worried about that. Hit the link up at the top if you're really having some issues. There's a lot of people all around the world that really need help, as opposed to me. If you want to hit those links for me, I would appreciate it. However, come space, hit the links for charity. That's more important to me. DWI, no, not getting there. What's going on, Dynacat, by the way? He was late for dinner. Ooh, close. You're so close. I want to say DWI. J-Mac, bruh. Also, everybody check out Mr. Wadowson's channel. And brunch tomorrow. Arrested for bothering horses. We know. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. We'll get to Vaughn and the... You're getting ahead of yourself, Jan. You understand? Although everyone should order pickles from Lizard. Yes. postalaguana@gmail.com. If you're having any, personal thoughts and you want to talk to me, go to postalaguana@gmail.com. Or if you just want some pickles, postalaguana@gmail.com. I'll send you some pickles. It'll take a little bit. He ate bath salts and ate a man's face off. Okay. Fun fact: the guy that ate that guy's face off wasn't actually on bath salts. That's what I heard on the internet, anyway. Disorderly conduct. No. All of you are wrong. Don't worry. We're about to get into it. It's going to get even worse. It is the most horrible thing that you can imagine.
Hello, friend. Let me tell you a little story about the time when I was detained.
Being detained is pretty hard. I was told when to eat, when to read, when to exercise, or even take a break. I even had to ask permission to go to the bathroom. I had to walk in lines. There was a dress code.
And to the other people detained, I had to prove that I wasn't a easy victim, because if I was, they would take advantage of me, ridicule me, bully me, and possibly injure me. And of course, as well as steal all my stuff.
I was constantly bombarded with pointless rules, ridiculous discipline, random searches, metal detectors, security cameras, and pharmaceuticals designed to make everyone compliant and docile. But alas, that was just the average day of public school.
Yeah. It wasn't DUI, it wasn't DWI, it wasn't CP, it wasn't him being arrested for crashing into somebody without insurance, it wasn't any of that. It's public school. So as somebody that went to public school the entirety of his life, or his schooling life, I guess you could say, from kindergarten to 12th grade, you're pretty much allowed to leave whenever. And somebody who has worked security in a public school, you know what would happen when kids would leave the school? Like high school students, they just walk out. You know what I would do? Close the door behind them, because there's only one entrance into the school. So they are free to fucking go. That's not detained. Do you know what being detained is like? Basically, you are put aside and you're not treated like a human being until they figure out why you were detained. That's what it is. Public school is a place for fucking education. Apparently, Dapperton didn't understand that you have a lot of opportunity. You can get an education. When I worked security in a public school, were there metal detectors? Yes. Was I armed? Yes. Why was I armed? because I had to transfer money basically every single day. Oh well, that was part of my job. That was part of my contract. Were there searches? Yeah, we had to actually like search through kids' bags to make sure they didn't have glass or stuff like that. Things that could harm someone else. Okay, cool. Were those kids going to do that? No! 99.9% of the time they didn't fucking do anything like that. 95% of the kids just went to class, and that was it. It was the 5% that got into fights all the fucking time, and we knew who they were, and they were always going in and out of the school. We fucking knew. Meanwhile, everybody else is just like, I just want to get this goddamn diploma so I can go off and get the fuck away from this school. That would be it. You weren't detained. You were just a douchebag, Dapperton. You're just an asshole. You could have left at any time. It's the Rick and Morty, what is it? Jerry Jamboree or whatever. It's like, I'm leaving. Okay, that was an option, and it was an option the entire time. You could have fucking left. But instead, you stayed there. You felt like you were detained because you're a moron. No, I went through high school, and I was just like, I have to just do the right thing, because I had nowhere else to go. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? They're gonna call my mom. My mom's a single parent. She's gonna probably beat the shit out of me. She's gonna be like, why the fuck didn't you go to school? I'm sending you into a charter school, essentially. She threatened me with that at one point. She was like, I'm gonna send you to a different school. I was like, alright, I'm just gonna fail out of that fucking place. God damn. So Crapperton got expelled. What a loser. Yeah, you're at shanty levels of high school right now. For real. I can recognize some similarities. For the sake of argument, that's fair. Detain equals diet arrest. Yeah. Skits. I was an MP. Trust me, if you were detained, the next 12 hours of your life are going to be very, very dull. That's all I have to say about that. But, and same here, the college student that ate a face was diagnosed with a rare psychological disorder in which he thought he was half man, half dog. The other guy that ate a face only had weed in his system. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah. Had nothing to do with bath salts. Don't do bath salts. However come space. The media don't also trust the media. Jesus fucking Christ. They blew it out of proportion. So, yeah, it just went way farther than it should have. And, if you think you are detained in public school, there's a door. Just walk out of it. I was an armed security guard. Do you think I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking back? No. I'm gonna pull the door closed behind you so you go through the main entrance. That's it. And who are you going to pass by? The people that are going to actually, talk to you and be like, okay, well, we need your ID. We need to make sure why you're here. Yeah, you're going to go through a metal detector. Because, well, hey, I don't know. Where's that one place that mass shootings tend to happen a lot? I can't remember it. It's like a big building. Rooms, books, and people shoot them up all the time. I can't remember. Maybe it's it's a school. You fucking idiot. Jesus Christ, man. How do you I don't understand how this motherfucker thinks he was detained. No. If you're detained, you're gonna fucking know it. Because if you're like an MP like me, and I detain you, I'm gonna make sure you know it. I'm gonna make sure that you know you have fucked up. Now, if you get away with, just administrative charges and whatever, if I release you to whomever, fine. But if you get detained, you're going to be sore tomorrow. Jesus fucking Columbine. Yeah, we won't talk about that revolver burning, but thank you for being here. How does one blow eating a face out of proportion? The reason is kind of a moot point. It's the reasoning behind it and what the media projected. So it's not the fact that he ate a face isn't the blown out of proportion. It's the reasoning behind eating the face. So somebody ate your face and they're like, oh, well, dude was just crazy on meth. Meanwhile, it's just like you died and your dog ate your face. Well, he had a bunch of meth in his house and dog got into the meth. Like, no, that's not at all what happened. It was basically a media lie. What's going on, dude brothers? That's what I'm talking about. Detained for horse mods, folks. Please detain Fawn for the horse mods. I am all for freedom of speech and expression, but Jesus Christ, the horse mods. Alright. So anyway. So now, Dapperton, I had this exchange with them last night. And let me do this. Should I? Oh no, this is perfect. All right, so there's two pictures that I'm supposed to have, but anyway, it's a lot easier on mobile. You were saying too easy. Oh, such a weirdo. Community. All right. So, old boy wanted to go through and say that, sorry, now I have to find it again. Long story short, dude was saying like, oh, you have half as many subscribers as me. Sorry, I should have been more prepared, but I am not. But anyway, Dapperton's like, oh, you have half as many subscribers to me, to Jake. And Jake, I don't give a fuck. I'm not a fucking Jake fanboy. I'm more of a fanboy to Hannah Reloaded and old ass Bible Reloaded than to Jake. Fine, whatever. But at the same time, when you're wrong, you're wrong. He's like, you have half as many subscribers to me. You have half as many subscribers as me. And oh boy, I was just like, let me see if I can. God. Show the whole fucking thing. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright. You gotta be 10% smarter than your equipment. Hey, that's me. I don't know. Fuck it. Go look at it on mobile. But Dapperton came at me and said, and I use that term loosely, came at me and said, oh, well, you're using the appeal to popularity fallacy, because I said that he was basically that, you know, he has 106,000 subscribers, but he's only getting like 6 likes per community post. That's not congruent with like someone who's actually popular. It doesn't matter what you say. It just says that you're, you know, you have a lot of dead subscribers. And he tried to come back at me for it, and I was just like, so you essentially understand that you use the same argument against Jake, saying that he has half as many subscribers as you, whereas I'm the bad guy for calling you out. Like, it doesn't compute. Does not compute. Loosely came. Insert MP joke here. Yeah, everybody likes to say, oh, you can't spell wimp without MP. You can't spell pimp either. I would actually really like to get this thing going, but it does not seem to... Oh, duh. Damn it. Alright, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. Y'all can go look at the exchange. It's on my... Sorry, I'm a little pissed off. Hey, I'm not limp. Just flaccid. Oh, view your channel. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Okay, hold on. I got this for you guys. There we go. No, go to the actual. No, go to. Don't. Hold on. Don't have an aneurysm. Just go to this. Just go there. There we go. All right, folks. We might be in business here. Wish I could get to the fucking goddamn post. Anyway, so this is what I said. 100k subscribers and only 6 likes on a community post. Appeal to popularity fallacy. Nice. And I'm just like, you went after Jake. And by went after, what I meant was, you just, like, talk shit. Fine. You know. The miscommunication, whatever. Like, what? I never said that. Don't worry, I screenshotted your community post, which I did. You guys can check my community post. I said it, or I think it was you said I went after Jake. Jake went after me. It doesn't matter. I never went after him. You actually did. Did you forget about your own screenshot? Way to continuously miss your own points. What? Where? Check my community posts. All it says is he has half as many subs as me. It doesn't say the part I had an issue with. The part where it says why I went after him. I had an issue with that because I never went after him. He made videos of me. I never did to him. You are wrong. You're wrong, Lizard. Typically, I'm not. So you admit to using the appeal to popularity fallacy yourself, even though it was a no-go for me supposedly to do so, which was the entire point, you soft-ass bitch. Dapperton, if you are going to make a fucking point, stick to the point. Stick to it. You can't. You were the first one to make the appeal to popularity point. Or fallacy, rather. That was your point, and that's what I went after. And now you're going after me because I apparently made the same fallacy. No, dude, I was just pointing out the fact that you're goddamn near a dead channel. And you even said yourself, YouTube is a hobby. YouTube is a hobby for me, especially. I stream maybe once a week. I barely put out videos unless they're shorts. My last short was about a fucking mummy rat. Yet you want to take the high ground on this one? No, bro. You ain't Darth Vader. You're, legs gone Anakin. Every single time you try to make a point. I am more than willing to talk to you. I am absolutely more than willing to talk to Dapperton. Dapperton can come through. Wait. There we go. That's how I look handsome. Yes, the mummy rat did perform very well. One's in the chat if you want to see Mummy Rat before we move on. But Shitterton gets prolapsed. You don't understand when you're wrong. The best quality of any leader is the ability to say, I am wrong. That's it. 0.9, 1. Mudbroker, I'm going to round up. 1. Alright. I'm already here.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
Okay, there you go. Tell me you don't like soft tacos. I didn't realize I was gonna go through this so fast. But no, fuck you, Lord Patriarchy. You're dumb. Damn it. I have to fucking look this stupid. It irks me that I have to type your fucking name in. Alright, so. Lol. Well. Good leadership is the ability to say, Lizard is wrong. Lizard. Okay. No. You can tell me when I'm wrong. I am more than happy to say when I'm wrong. That's fine. However, comma space. If you are trying to be the authority figure and you can't say I am wrong or I was wrong, then you're part of the problem. Oh, very thirsty. I'm a thirsty boy. Ladies. We can do it. We can do it. Alright. So, before his, really cringy intro goes in, all I want to say is you're nobody's villain. You're just another weak-ass bitch. Nobody cares about you. Mr. Dapperton, do yourself a favor. Look in the fucking mirror. Like, just seriously, look in the mirror. You're not high speed. You ain't done shit in your life. You're not somebody that can take anybody down. TJ, the Amazing Atheist, fucking perfectly encapsulated his takedown of you in the title of his video, eviscerating Mr. Dapperton, because he really did eviscerate you. He fucked you up. It was really easy. I watched that probably a week after it premiered, and all I had to say was, okay, yeah, like, dude, Mr. Dapperton fucking sucks. I don't even want to call you Mr. Because you got boned. And that's coming from somebody that's not even really a TJ fan. Like, dude, it was pretty bad. And he watched the same video that I watched probably a week prior to that, and I felt like I had eviscerated you, but I didn't do it as eloquently. Mr. Suckerton. Oh, here we go.
You would delegate the task.
Can we get ice cubes in the chat for the cringe that was? I think that was ever so slightly more cringe than his regular intro. TJ sniffs and Paul's farts. TJ sniffs his and Paul's farts now, so don't really put stock into them. I don't. Like, when you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Fine. It's not like I'm searching out fucking TJ all the time. I'm like, oh, what's the next thing the Amazing Atheist has to say? No. He comes across my feed, and I'm like, alright. And then I move on to, like, Mr. Ballin or Casual Criminalist. Simon Whistler. Simon Whistler is a fucking great presenter, by the way. I've known TJ since he blocked me for light criticism. I hate Vosh and something. Oh, wait. It's right here. And even he has the higher ground. Yeah, I'm not a big Vosh or TJ fan. Like, I could care less. I don't look up to a lot of people. Like, there's very few people that I actually, like, look up to that I want to, emulate. I don't think there's a content creator that I really want to emulate, that I want to be about. I'm just like, dude, I'm my own person. I'm a 34-year-old fucking grown-ass man. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. And if somebody else is going to start dictating my life over the internet, then, well, I'll just turn in my fucking man card and, grab that bitch card. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Vosh has replaced them. That's a bad thing. Fuck Vosh. Vosh can eat a bag of dicks. I honestly don't care about Vosh.
Of deciding for you what you could read, to whom you would give the job of deciding for you to relieve you of the responsibility of hearing what you might have to hear. Do you know anyone? Hands up. Do you know anyone to whom you'd give this job? Does anyone have a nominee? Well, guess whose hand just fucking shot up?
Oh, it's Brick TJ. Brick Wall TJ. I know this from way back in the day, because the first time I ever saw The Amazing Atheist was on E-Bomb's World. While he was drinking a glass of wine, I was like, fuck this guy, he's a pretentious douche, he's a narcissist. And that's how I have basically always felt about TJ.
Amazing Atheist!
Oh, yeah, please!
I mean, look, in full disclosure, yeah. I mean, I would trust myself with that position, just like I think most people would trust themselves with that position. But when I proposed the whole FCA idea, the Fact Check Administration, I was not proposing that any one person have carte blanche over that, because obviously...
I got the horses in the back. That can't nobody tell me nothing. Just saying.
Obviously, that would be like...
I was about to say I went down to the Old Mill Road, but that's somewhere that I pass on my way to work. Old Town Road.
rife with abuse. Because if you're a socialist...
Sorry, I'm old. I don't care about rap music.
What that means is that you want the means of production moved from the hands of, you know...
On God, no cap. Seize the means of production.
Private capital and into the hands of the people, the proletariat, the community, everybody. Shared ownership of the means of production. As in, everything that society produces, I have a stake in as a human being. And everyone else does too. That's the idea behind socialism, communism.
Mango, please, Revolver Bernie, go, no. Mango, put him in the corner.
It's pretty much impossible to be a super rich person and believe that.
DC's of the trailers, though.
You're doing the opposite. You are accruing as much wealth and capital as you possibly can into your own private hands.
One of my main points is that they're hypocritical. Admitting that I'd be right in that situation isn't exactly like a defense. Right on the top of my head, dude, Bernie Sanders is one.
It would be like me saying I'm an atheist, but I believe in God. It's philosophically nonsensical.
Wow. Could you perhaps, for a second, believe that a socialist or even a left-winger could be a hypocrite, TJ? Because it is possible.
I called you out for being a hypocrite and you couldn't understand it. Am I a hypocrite? All the fucking time. Sure, fine. I don't give a fuck. Call me out for it. At least I can change. You're just too dumb and full of your own fucking farts to actually do so. I don't even know what TJ said, but I know for a fact that you're a hypocrite.
Well, in fact, I'd say it's very, very common. And again, kind of my point.
So, yeah, I think that's probably what I would say to that. Great. This guy just fucking bold-faced looked you in the eyes with his two fucking soulless mask holes and told you that the primary beneficiaries of capitalism want to dismantle capitalism and want to empower workers, the same workers that they themselves crush. This guy is a fucking card. I'm not even... That's fair. Saying that in like a hyperbolic... I'm not being politically incorrect, okay? I am literally...
When you're right, you're right.
Identifying this person as mentally deficient. This guy should be in some kind of fucking care facility, being fucking spoon... All right, you know, in fairness to me, in fairness to Dapperton, I think, I was being a little mean that day. You know, I responded to that same exact talking point a moment ago without being nearly as mean. At this point, I was probably fucking having a raging hate boner for him because of whatever he'd said in the first 8 minutes and 34 seconds of that video that made me so upset.
Right, yeah.
And then that was probably just like the moment that the straw that broke the camel's back, so they say. But I think, you know, maybe the reaction was a little bit on the mean side, and I didn't, I don't think I needed to be quite that aggressive with him. So, you know, I'm sorry.
That's a really good point that TJ makes. Like, TJ is actually giving some introspective to himself. He's like, hey, this was a different type of me. You know, I've said in my past, I used to be way more like conservative and kind of authoritarian and shit like that. And I've laxed over the years to be more like who I am. And, you know, I'm still learning. I'm only 34 years old. I'll be 34 next year. I'm only 34 years old. So I don't know a whole hell of a lot about the world. I'm just still learning. So I have to keep learning. And TJ is, I don't know, 40 something. So back in the day, he was far more aggressive, and now he's kind of laxed out. Like, that shit happens. That shit happens with people. If you're going to be, you know, TJ from, yeah, if you're going to be 2011 TJ all the way through until, you know, ooh, excuse me, you keel over at your desk, then you're probably not going to learn a whole lot. However, come space, if you're, you know, if you actually learn from something, then yeah, you're going to be a better person. Dapperton can't learn from his mistakes. He just has to have that little bit of power. That little bit of power in his life. And it goes back to, you know, Dave. I refuse to call him Lord of Patriarchy. But Dave has to have that little bit of power in his life. You have to have that little bit of power. If you don't have that little bit of power, I can understand. It's infuriating. You have to do something. You have to make yourself a bigger person. But you can make yourself a bigger person by doing the right thing. And you can make all of the right moves and still lose. Captain Picard.
Sorry
Hey,
for
what's
that.
going on? Hearts in the chat for Sydney.
Okay, well, I appreciate you saying that. That does actually mean a lot to me. Because I'm just going to say it right now, I guess. I was going to save it for later, but yeah, I've been a big fan of you.
Dude, I don't have the best setup. I don't have the best. The United States Army taught me how to do most of what I do. You've been doing this for fucking years. You should know way better because you have all of the time to do it. Actually, think about what you're going to say. I'm doing this off the cuff, so I get a little bit of leeway. I can do... I have to think, but I'm at least a little quicker on the draw. This is a recorded video. Write a script or something, man. Make some bullet points. For fuck's sake.
For like 15 years, so when you went off on me like that, it, you know, just, it's one of those like never meet your heroes type of moments, and it just hurt, dude. And maybe I got a little sensitive and took things a little too literally, but, you know, I don't know. Maybe I overreacted, but it's kind of hard.
I'll quit stopping it after this point because I want him to talk. DJ, the Amazing Atheist, doesn't want anyone to think that he's their hero. I learned that very fucking quickly because I was just like, wow, this guy's kind of a fucking asshole. Maybe I can emulate him a little bit. Maybe I can, you know, take some of his style of charisma or something like that, and I can put it into it. No, but if I ever met TJ, just be like, hey, do you want to have a beer and just like bullshit for a little bit? I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, it's TJ the Amazing Atheist. Oh, no. He doesn't want that. I don't want that. I'm a grown-ass fucking man. And be like, oh, yeah. I met TJ.
Hard not to overreact when someone you're a fan of goes after you. Anyways, I just want to make it clear I have no hate for you. Also, people say that I'm obsessed with you. You even say I'm obsessed with you, but I'm not sure if you realize this, but basically, you've responded to me as almost as many times as I made videos on you. So, yeah, I guess we're equally obsessed with each other. You may not remember all the...
He... God, I have to keep defending TJ. He doesn't care. This is his job. He does this for money. He responds to you because it gets him views and eyeballs and clicks. You do it because, in your own words, on your own community posts, that YouTube is a hobby, and YouTube is a hobby. You do it all the fucking time. You do this all the time because you're the one that's obsessed. You can't stand people not talking about you. You're a cow, dude. You're a cow. If everybody just said fuck off to Mr. Dapperton, you know what would happen? Literally nobody would give a fuck. The only person that would give a fuck is you. You would give a fuck. That's what happens. That's how cows work. YouTube is a hobby. This is my hobby. I work fucking 5 days a week. I bust my ass. I don't get home. I leave when it's dark and I get home when it's dark. And you know what I do? I don't stream until I have the fucking time because I have other shit to do. I would love to fucking be able to do the shit that you do and just fucking obsess over some dipshit. But you know what? I don't care enough. Most people don't care enough to obsess over some asshole on the internet. That's it. I'll fuck with you in the comments. I'll fuck with you on stream. I'll fuck with Dave. I'll do brunch every Sunday. But you know what? If something happens and I don't fucking feel like doing something, you know what I do? I just don't do it. I just don't stream. I don't feel like doing brunch. Is that a disappointment to other people? Of course it is. But you know what? I can make it up to them because those people are my friends. I actually have friends, and I don't think you understand what it's like to have friends, bud. You don't understand what it's like to have friends.
Replies you've done on me, but I used to be Anarchy Ball. So, yeah, it's been a while. You've been doing videos on me for a little bit. So, no, I'm not constantly doing videos on you, nor am I obsessed with you. We're equally obsessed with each other, I'd say.
No, he's exploiting you for views because you're obsessed with him. One's in the chat if I'm wrong. Gavin Tobeans. Gavin is not a racist. However, he does poop in the tub.
But if
What
you
are
want
friends?
a villain, sure. I'll be your arch nemesis.
You're my friend.
I'm your Huckleberry.
No,
Amazing
no, no.
atheist.
Ew.
A man
That
who
was weird.
casts himself as God, and me as the...
All right, so I see the premise of this video is he's going to misrepresent what I said to liken me to Steve Shives. I made a video called The Beautiful Destruction of Steve Shives. He is now trying to tether statements that I've made more recently to being Steve Shives-esque, trying to make the case that the...
To answer your question, what are friends? Mommy rat.
You're my friend now. We're having soft tacos later.
Okay, there you go.
Criticisms I made of Steve Shives at the time are now criticisms that could be just as easily made against me.
And Sydney, you're my friend. That's why I always say hearts in the chat for Sydney, because Sydney's awesome. She's a sweetheart. And you know, I've called you out for a thing or two, but that's what friends do. Hey man, you're fucking up. I would appreciate people to call me out and be like, hey man, you're fucking up. Just be like, look here, listen. You're fucking up. That's a friend. Friends don't just disappear, you know?
But unfortunately, like, you really don't have the case. And the reasons you don't have the case are, one, I don't believe in censorship of opinions. I don't believe in censorship of hate speech. I don't believe in censorship of ideas. I believe in censorship of misinformation.
All right, TJ, if you're watching this, or any of his fans watching this, let me ask you a question. Do you believe in free speech? Give me a yes or a no. Don't give me an explanation. Just a yes or a no.
Yes, I believe in free speech. Fun fact, I'm a United States Army soldier. Fun fact, I believe in free speech. I don't give a shit if you burn the flag, if you shit on it. I don't care if you protest. That is your right. That is your right as an American citizen to do so. You have the right to say whatever the fuck you want. Dapperton, you don't understand free speech. I can call you a dumbass dipshit piece of fucking garbage. You are a fucking moron. You eat spam every single goddamn day just for fun. You rub it in your butthole and then you put it on your face before you eat it. Go ahead, fucking sue me. Now, if I were to say, oh, Dapperton touches children, now we have a fucking problem. I don't think Dapperton touches children. Like, that's a whole different issue. You don't... This is a common thing on the right. The right, and subsequently the far left, the farther you go on either side of the political spectrum, they don't understand what free speech means. I can say whatever the fuck I want to you. I'll say whatever I want. It's when I actually accuse you of things, and like when I almost said slibel, slander and libel come into play, that's when we have an issue. When I accuse you of doing heinous things and there's no evidence, then yeah, you can take me to court. Who cares? Fucking take me to court. Do I think Dapperton touches children inappropriately? No, I don't. I could say it, but Dapperton, go grab the fucking lawyer that's gonna fucking sue me. Get the cease and desist letter that's gonna come to my fucking door. I don't give a shit. You're a moron. Right-wingers do not understand free speech. I am a United States Army soldier, and I wouldn't give a fuck if Dapperton made a video of him burning the flag, shitting on the flag. I don't care. It's freedom of speech. It's freedom of expression. And the person that signed off on that vehemently was Antonin Scalia, one of the most conservative Supreme Court justices that we had in the United States of America. So maybe you should actually learn what freedom of speech means. Good
So,
God.
TJ, you've already stated that you believe hate speech falls under free speech, which makes sense to me, because obviously hating people should be a right. You should have the right to
Sure.
hate things, and you should be able to express that. vocalize it. Here's the thing that I don't think leftists really understand. They think that like free speech is just speech they like. I mean, it's not that. Free speech is the nasty bits too, like misinformation, lies, hate, all of it, everything.
That's all free speech. It's all free speech. The problem is when you get contradicted on your misinformation, Dapperton, where the platform that I'm streaming on, YouTube, actually has community guidelines, and I played your video that was, going against vaccines, and I had to actually say that vaccines work and give my whole spiel about, how vaccines work and how healthcare is pertinent. I still got a strike because it's a private company. A private company that you support because you're an anarcho-capitalist. So you want that to happen? You want YouTube to be able to censor speech? I'm confused here. Vaccines work. Vaccines cause adults. If you don't get a vaccine, then you're a moron. I don't give a shit if you're, 160 IQ at 10 years old, gone to Harvard at fucking 18, and a doctor at 20 years old, and you say vaccines don't work. Yeah, well, you know what? You're a fucking idiot. You're a dumbass. You're a moron. That's misinformation. Misinformation would also be, the voting machines. Guess who had to pay out billions of dollars for that fucking misinformation? Oh, Fox News. Probably the people that you listen to constantly. Good land. Oh. Hey, Juan Carlos Sanchez. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Just because you're not in chat, I always appreciate everybody that subscribes. And that was really loud in my ears, but it's okay. That's on me.
It's free speech. Yes, even the bad and mean stuff. Could you imagine being at Christmas, unwrapping presents with your children?
Nobody invites you to Christmas.
The fucking SWAT team comes in. They just kick open the door and bring AR-15s and start shoving it at your family's face and being like, "You lied about Santa! On your knees, bitches!" Obvious.
Well, that's... Can somebody explain what fallacy that is? I mean, that's hyperbole. It's a slippery slope. No. You said vaccines don't work. Vaccines do work. They work very well. That's not the same thing as saying Santa doesn't exist. We all know fucking Santa doesn't exist. We're all fucking adults. But you give the illusion to your kids. So I think most kids nowadays don't even believe in Santa. But you have some of the traditions. Oh, we got the fat uncle that's gonna come by as Santa. Oh ho ho ho! Oh well, I got a bunch of presents, and he's just got a fucking burlap sack filled with presents that the parents gave him. And he's like, "Oh, you want it? What? Hey, little Timmy, come sit on my lap. You wanted a Lego set? Well, let me look in here. Oh, hey, you got... Look at that. You got a Lego set, and can go, oh, Timmy's like, oh, that's awesome, blah, 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 blah. You don't fucking even understand anything that you're talking about. I am so thoroughly pissed off about how dumb this asshole is. 0 to 10 Christmas Story. Blue, can I be seen? Yeah, you can be seen. Sorry, I'm just not in the chat right now, so I apologize if I haven't seen you. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Just, like, for fuck's sake, get... They're children. Just give them the... You don't have to be like, oh, hey, well, the nukes are coming. They're gonna freak the fuck out. They're children. Oh, fucking hell, man.
Obviously, completely comedic exaggeration right there, but you can see how things could eventually turn ridiculous pretty fast.
For the same reason,
Someone
I
banned
don't
you?
think fraud should be illegal. I don't think mass fraud should be legal.
Wait, someone banned you? I don't think so. No, nobody should have banned you from this channel. No, you might have been timed out at one point, but no. No, man.
Legal.
Gavin,
Imagine America got a president like Javier, the president we got in Argentina. Imagine that. Or they elected me, man. Couldn't we, at least with our audience base, make the case that what Biden did was fraud? Because we believe all the points he made to get elected were fabricated and false. And we...
Like every other politician? Biden is shit. But you know who's worse? Trump. It's the lesser of two evils. It's the same thing we've been going through for decades. We gotta pick between the lesser of two evils. Who's gonna fuck us over less? And you know who fucked us over less? Biden. Have your weapons been taken away? By the way, Dapperton, take that Dishka that you have sitting on its side with the dust cover, pointing to the ground. Take it and put it on a fucking tripod. Because otherwise, it's just going to get dust into the bolt, and you're not going to be able to use your fucking Dishka. Can't wait for that thing to be removed from your next video. Oh man. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I'm a fucking leftist. No, that wasn't an M2. It wasn't a Mod Deus. It was a Dishka. It was a Dishka.
We could arrest anybody who spills out Biden propaganda. We could do that under your system. I know you think your little, FCC thing will never be corrupted as long as it's in your hands. But imagine it changes hands, okay, and it's in the hands of a right-winger. Then it could be corrupted. And believe it or not, your hands are the wrong hands. I think left-wingers would totally be corrupted.
Oh, thank you,
using
Blue.
that system. They would definitely...
Thank you for subscribing, Blue. This is same thing I've said many a time over. The only thing that the right has as far as an argument is projection. Because Donald Trump wants to jail his political opponents. His subordinates, for lack of a better term, want to jail their political opponents, i.e. the Democrats. Do I agree with any of if all of the Democrats? No, I don't. Because I can actually think for myself. It just goes to show that this dude does not understand he doesn't understand his own position. If you don't understand your own position and you start to speak, maybe it's time to shut the fuck up. Mango, tell me if I'm getting fucking livid, because I am pretty pissed the fuck off.
They use it to their advantage in every fucking way. In fact, I even said right-wingers would abuse it. Everybody would abuse it. It's ripe for abusing.
Except for
second of all, you know, I think that you're just a little bit hurt
Verbal
that I was
diarrhea,
so mean
100%.
and so dismissive before, and I guess I still am dismissive, but I don't really feel like I need to be as hurtful. So, you know, some of the over-the-top rhetoric, if you didn't understand that that was what it was because you know, have difficulties understanding comedic exaggeration for whatever reason, no judgment. I'm sorry about that.
I looked up to you for like half my life, and then when you start shitting on me one day out of the blue, yeah, it kind of hurts.
Wow, dude. Oh, you looked up to TJ for half your life. Man, that's sad. You know who I look up to? Let's see. The one person that I know for a fact that I look up to is Sergeant Flores. He was my first squad leader when I was active duty. Sergeant Flores. Honestly, I would call him Dad, because I never had a dad. My dad died when I was like 2.5 years old. Sergeant Flores is the boss. Like, if he called me and was like, "Hey, I need this," you bet your ass I'd be like, "All right, hey, I gotta fucking get on a plane." TJ? No. A fucking influencer? No. No. Who? You looked up to these motherfuckers? No, you can take their opinions and just, you know, formulate your own opinion. This just proves that you cannot think for yourself. You have no ability to think for yourself. Think for yourself, man. When somebody says something, take 2 seconds and be like, mouth breathe like you normally do. Get some oxygen in your brain, and then just be like, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't need to do half of that, but I can do the other half."
I'm a megalomaniac.
hell.
You're probably a megalomaniac. Anybody who does this for a living has got some narcissistic tendencies. And if I hurt your fucking feelings or hurt your pride, it wasn't really my intention to do that. And if that fucking made you bitter towards me, sorry about it. But, you know, you got to understand that if I don't want to engage with somebody, I don't.
The Mudbrooker. You've been around since the dawn of time. If you haven't beat Wilt Chamberlain, I don't know what to tell you, man.
I'm not compelled to do that. And, you know, you shouldn't take it as like a personal slight, which you seem to have done. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this.
Yeah, thanks, man, for making that video and making that statement, especially the last one.
We're only halfway done with this.
But I want to harp back on the
don't
fact
worry, we're going to get into
that
Vaughn
you said
soon.
that misinformation should be censored and should be outlawed, in a sense, by this FCC. There's many ways that could go wrong. You said it's not opinions that'll be censored, it's just misinformation. Well, we already know that when they go after misinformation, like, for example, fact checks, that they do target things that are 100% true all the time. Anything from the right that's rhetoric against the left, they label pretty much as false. Following clip that I'm about to show you is awesome. It's going to prove to you that, you know, censoring
Stand by for misinformation.
misinformation will always lead to censorship of opinion. Here's the proof. Could you imagine being a right-winger and being on social media and you just make a post that is in favor of your right-wing perspective and they immediately put a freaking false label on it? Well, guess what? They actually do that. Then you look into this fact check and find out quickly that it's all BS. It's wrong. It is absolutely wrong. You are right and they're wrong, but they still label you false. Here, I'll give you an example of their dishonesty. First off,
In this post that was fact-checked, I simply said one thing. I said that the Federal Reserve printed trillions of dollars.
Okay, let's... Best not to start off with some, like, shit memes. But anyway, photo, independent fact checkers reviewed a similar photo. Said it was missing context and could mislead people. Well, yeah. Like, dude, Twitter is a private corporation. You're an anarcho-capitalist. So, Twitter can just say that it's misinformation, right? They can just be like, okay, well, cool. It's gone. It's gone. Can they not? We don't need government information, intervention. It's Twitter doing it. Like, this is what you wanted, right? This is not what you wanted. Just saying.
Trillions recently. And they said, no, that's false. What I said was absolutely true. It is 100% true. They did print trillions of dollars, and that is, in fact, what caused the inflation and why things are so expensive today. But they're saying it's false because some of it's digital. I can't even begin to express how freaking stupid that is, how misleading that is. Number one, there is trillions of dollars in circulation. That is true. That there's no lie there. Two, printing, I guess they're not all printed. Some of it is digital. So I guess a better term would be just to say counterfeiting, which I don't think is a word they would prefer. But fine, I'll start using counterfeiting from now on as a term. Some may find distaste in me using the word counterfeit, but I don't know what else word you expect me to use.
So you want... When there's no government and only a capitalist society, who prints the money? Who builds the roads? Good fucking land. Who pays the military? I have served on active duty military service. And you know what happened when the government shut down and there was a threat of us not being paid? Do you know what fucking happened? We kicked our goddamn legs up and we were just like, alright. Oh well. I don't give a shit. That's why when every time the government shuts down, they say active duty military gets paid immediately, because they don't want people to just be like, alright, well, whatever. Oh, yeah. That's fine. It's cool. Well, I'm not getting paid to do shit, so why would I do shit? You don't fucking understand that. Good God. This guy is... One's in the chat, if you think this guy is as dumb as... One's in the chat. If you would prefer a brick as opposed to this dude running for office.
Yes, it's true.
I'm not even talking about a good brick. Like a one of those ones you kind of just dig out of the ground. Like
The fact that it's a real dollar bill is you're supposed to have as much dollar bills as there is goods and services in your country. And if you have more dollar bills than there is goods and services, you have inflation. And that's what they're doing. Just in the last 4 years alone, the Federal Reserve created and flooded the economy with $16 trillion.
that's a lot of ones.
This is why gas price went up 3 times.
Bruh. All right, hold on. 1 second, Dapperton. You've been doing this for a long ass time. You got 106,000 subscribers, and this came out 8 days ago. Let me explain something to you. So, here's what your government money went towards. Excuse me. So you can hear how when I speak, it actually projects out, because when your voice projects out, it goes into a cone, and I have my pop guard here and my my microphone. Now, those I have to project a decent amount because, I'm a grown-ass man. I have to project. However, comma space, what you're doing is this. You're projecting into your fucking goddamn microphone. You simpleton. Jesus fucking Christ. How about you learn how to use your equipment? Fucking hell. Dude, I sound better simply because I use my lungs and my chest to not fuck with my audience. And you sound like a goddamn... You sound like you're in your mom's basement. Oh, is she coming? Oh, you're talking into the mic. Oh, you're one of those fucking Gen Z dipshits that doesn't understand that the mic sits on your chest so that you can actually talk with it. Learn how to use your fucking equipment. Oh, fuck me. Oh, I'm so fucking pissed off about everything in this video. And we're only halfway through. But don't worry, we're not going to get too much more through this. We're going to talk about Vaughn. He's more interesting.
Times. This is why house prices skyrocketed. This is why used car sales skyrocketed. New car sales skyrocketed. Grocery stores prices like 3 times of what they were. And I exposed all that, what they're doing on my...
I exposed all that. Bro, my setup for my microphone cost me about $70. Right now, it would cost you about, I don't know, $120 if you're going on the high end, whatever. It's a snowball with a fucking pop guard. You suck. Somebody, can somebody just once in the chat, if I can be validated about how fucking sucky this stupid shit-face fuckface is. Good land. You're a pop guard, Harry. Thank you, Rickzilla.
My Facebook page, and they had the balls to label it false when it wasn't.
Take a look at this. Man who accidentally left 300,000 guns for the Taliban gives lecture on gun control. Yeah, that is pretty hypocritical, and that is pretty hilarious. That's a pretty good...
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Jesus fucking Christ. Do you know how much... You're the dumbass that left a Dishka with the dust guard down towards the floor in your own animation and wants to talk about guns? Do you know how much maintenance a fucking firearm takes? 300,000 guns. Okay, yeah, we got some M2s, we got some M4s, we got sniper rifles, we got all kinds of shit that are just left there. Guess who's going to maintain those guns? Guess who's going to maintain those firearms? It's going to be the Chinese. I don't think you like the Chinese too much because they're going to give inferior equipment to the Afghans. That's it. 300,000 guns. Fine. Do you know how many guns are in the United States? There are more guns in the United States than there are people. And all of those weapons have to be maintained. We're talking about oil. We're talking about cleaning products. We're talking about machined parts. All of those have to be maintained. In the short term, yeah, that's fucking horrific. However, Space, in the long term, those guns are gonna break down. Is the United States gonna go back to Afghanistan? I fucking hope not. We spent 20 years there. We lost way too many people on a war we didn't need to be in. So, maybe we're just so goddamn rich as a country that we can leave 300,000 guns behind that can't be maintained. And it's not like they can not reverse engineer a mod deuce. I'm just saying. By the way, pick up your fucking Dishka. What a fucking loser. What a dumb asshole. What a stupid piece of shit. What a fucking moron. Good land. What an asshole. He's using a satire article. He's using a satire article. Just literally says on the whole thing. Oh, dude. He's using a satire article. Please say.
Good mean. Who got shot down upon arrival.
Please redeem yourself.
Because, well, they label it misinformation, and when they label something misinformation, they...
Xavier Sascucci. Oh. Cows in the chat, please. Cows in the chat, please. Just cows in the chat. Cows in the chat. Please, cows in the chat.
They will tell you right on Facebook that they will not show the post. They shadow ban it. They will tell you this. So you got to understand what's happening here. They're saying this meme is incorrect.
Fun fact: the agreement to withdraw from Afghanistan and the equipment we would have. Damn it! It keeps moving. We leave for the Afghan government was made by the Trump administration. 100% correct. This is true. Thank you, Mudbrooker. This was made by the Trump administration. Absolutely. And all of that equipment was left behind, and it has nothing to do with the Biden administration. Biden had absolutely nothing to do with our pull out of Afghanistan. Those soldiers, those Marines that lost their lives, and those poor Afghans that lost their lives trying to flee Afghanistan. Yes. That has everything to do with the Trump administration. But we'll leave it at that. Jesus fucking Christ. I just want to, like, I wish I had an aluminum bat so I could just hit a tree with it. Because, good fucking God. God, this guy is so dumb. Genesius Times, Xavier Saskatchewan. Fucking pulled a he pulled a satire.
Correct.
But the thing pulled a satire article, you
is the meme isn't incorrect.
Moron.
What they have done here is said that anything that's anti basically Biden, and it's talking about anything to do with that Taliban situation, they're saying that it's making reference to the specific article, which it's not making reference to. And if you read the article, it talks about things that the meme doesn't even talk about. It brings up $80 billion in weapons.
I don't want to look at my phone.
When did the meme talk about $80 billion in weapons? It said he lost 300,000 guns. That's different. Furthermore, the article and the fact check says that he's talking about 9mm guns. That's never brought up in the meme in question. Effectively, what they're doing here is they're saying that anything that's anti-Biden is false under this specific article, and this article doesn't even have to apply to the meme in particular. Pure audacity of corruption on display here is unmatched. And before you say YouTube, Twitter, Facebook did all this on their own, they didn't. Here's literal letters from somebody that's literally inside the government threatening people from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Google to censor right-wingers. Yeah, I shit you not. Read it yourself. Read it and weep.
Oh, hey, that's awesome. And also, Mango, before I continue, I have a lot of things to do. I can't just look at my phone all the time. But yes, I saw that. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, hold on. There's a meme. Jesus fucking Christ. It's a meme website. Also, if you want Mango to make sure that you're accurate, do it. Also, just don't be too scared, because she will be precise instead of accurate. There was one thing I wanted to go back on. Jay.
Threatening people from Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Google to censor.
Oh, hey! The anarcho-capitalist doesn't want private corporations to have a say in what is presented on their platform. Facts. There we go. There we go. Mango, I don't know if you're able to, because you're limited technologically. Can you clip that? Because dude literally does not want the anarcho-capitalist literally does not want corporations to have a say in what is presented. He wants government intervention.
Right-wingers. Yeah, I shit you not. Read it yourself. Read it and weep. By the way, this is a high-ranking government official. He's from the White House. If we had a debate, right, between all the candidates, and all the Republicans had to wear a huge hat that said liar, Would you vote for him? Probably not. Can't you see how that's a form of censorship? Well, that's essentially what they've done. They have essentially put a huge false label on every right-winger post. When in like 98% of the cases, they're not even wrong. People who don't dive into this stuff and do the research themselves are going to be led to believe that right-wingers are wrong about everything and left-wingers are right about everything.
Also, remember when they fact check you, they shadow ban your post. They admit this. Also, I'd like to point out, I've never seen a left winger get fact checked.
When they're spewing propaganda.
Hey, bud. I'm a left winger. Fun fact. YouTube actually gave me a community strike because I went after one of your videos. And I had to get fact checked. I'm just saying. You never seen it because you don't look for it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You fucking moron. I can't believe how stupid this son of a bitch is. Fucking fuck ass. Fuck me. Fuck penis, dickhole in the butt face, ass, dingleberries dripping off. Couldn't care less. Somebody clip that.
Like the Russian hoax.
Remember earlier how I told you the government sent letters from the White House to Google, to YouTube, to Facebook, to Twitter, telling them to censor right-wingers? Well, here's further proof of that, especially on Google. Okay. Well, I'll type
I
in
did
a
not
super
say
simple
that,
one,
Mango.
like, can men get pregnant? I mean, obviously the answer is going to be no. Men can't get pregnant. It's physically impossible, right? Any search engine that tells you different is...
I'm going to move on because I'll quickly go over this. Men and males are different. So males, biological males, cannot get pregnant. Too easy. Fine. You have an XY chromosome, whatever. And that differs from person to person. I'm not a medical doctor. We can go over that in a whole ass fucking 18-hour stream. But men and women, as we know them sociologically, are different. And if I decided, hey, I'm gonna be a woman. Okay, cool. What's the problem with that? Biologically, I am a male. Sociologically, I am a woman. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. Because my dog is a female. She doesn't understand being a male, female, woman. All she wants to do is go take a shit, run around in the woods, and fucking eat food. Okay? However, she's a dog. I am a human being. If I'm like, oh yeah, I am a woman. I've felt my entire life I want to be a woman. That's pretty typical for trans people. That they have felt their entire lives that they want to be the opposite gender. Not the opposite sex, but the opposite gender. Because gender is a spectrum. Sex is definite. Sorry. It's been explained to you. You're just too dumb to fucking understand it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say I'm wrong. Look, Mudbrooker, I put plenty of cotton balls in that shoebox. It is more than happy to gestate. It's got, I don't know, fucking salsa eggs. My ass is a spectrum. Do you know my doctor? Because, look here, listen. That is... Just because my doctor tells me to go to the gay ass station doesn't mean I don't need to be fueled up. You dig? Oh wait, did he tell me to stop going to the gay ass station? I don't know. I don't listen very well. Anyway, this asshole sucks. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Well, we're gonna watch some Underhaven Gold and Von Helton.
Program is intended for mature audiences and may contain some material that is not suitable for everyone,
Oopsie.
including violence, coarse language, and unfiltered opinions. We do not endorse the views of those we report on.
Folks, I had people come.
Sorry for the content warning. Von Helton.
To me and say, Von, but something ain't right about that snow. Something is not right about the snow. It don't seem real. It doesn't have the feel of snow. It doesn't have the consistency of snow. It doesn't act like snow. You need to go check it out. Here's what I found.
As someone who plows dudes and releases snow, as someone who plows snow on a regular basis, Vaughn has no idea what he's talking about. I didn't say that.
Look here. I know you can see that shit. That's powder. That's powder. I can sort of move it with my fingers. But
that's mold. That's mold. Vaughn, that's mold. It's mold. It's mold. You fucking idiot. It's not snow. It's mold. It could be frost. I know you hate the frosts. However, comma space. It's mold.
it's powder. Look at the shoe print. Look at the shoe print. Okay.
Hyun, I did not say that.
That's powder. Have you ever heard of snow? Look at it. Look at the powder everywhere. Powder everywhere. Get back in there. Shut the door. Have you ever seen a snow that leaves powder as a residue? I mean, isn't snow simply supposed to be water in a different state? Isn't that what?
You're a moron. Anyway, so those deck boards are a certain material. What are they called? Fuck. I forget what these deck boards are called. But they're meant to look like wood, but they're plastic. And they're fairly porous. So all of this is just mold or frost. Fuck. I'm gonna have to look it up, folks. Don't worry. I got this. I got this. Plastiv. Composite deck boards. What are they called? Come on. Come on, Home Depot. Trex? I've installed the Trex before. Trex, fiber. Yeah, they're I'm guessing these are Trex because you can easily buy them from, obviously, the Home Depot. And you install them with deck screws, and they're porous on the top, and you can... They act just like normal wood on the very surface. But dude, this is mold. Like, they're just... Oh, there we go. Home Depot. There we go. There we go. Right. So for 1/3 of the price that you paid to have someone ignore you, you could have gotten a goddamn pressure washer to simply wash off the fucking deck. You gotta wash off the deck. You gotta wash these things off, whether they're wood or the Trex or anything. Mango, call 911. I'm about to have an aneurysm.
And then what snow is?
Don't
just
actually
water in a different state? It's supposed to be. Look at this shit. Now it ain't as bad, or it ain't as... Look how white it's turned my sidewalk here. Turned it white.
Oh,
turned it white. Now it ain't as bad on my porch as it is on Mom's.
I'm so pissed off. I'm so fucking pissed off. Alright, here we go.
In a different state? It's supposed to be. Look at this shit. Now it ain't as...
Alright. Over here on the left, that's what it's supposed to look like. The Trex. That's what it's supposed to look like. And it's so goddamn easy to just be like... and just spray it off. Honestly, you can do it with a scrub brush and a hose. You don't even need hot water. Oh my god.
Bad. It ain't as... Look how white it's turned my...
This walkway is destroyed. It has to be taken up. If you take salt and put it onto, like, say a wooden deck, you can hear the wood cracking because there's a chemical reaction happening, and that chemical reaction happens regardless of the surface. This asphalt is completely destroyed.
My sidewalk here. Turned it white. Turned it white. Now it ain't as bad on my porch as it is on Mom's, but I wanted to document this Because I want y'all to see, you know, there's more powder. Look at there.
More
Now, of course,
tracks.
mine has a mud color to it because of the fact that, you know, I stepped in some mud, but so mine has more of a muddy look to it. But
It's 'cause she actually uses. There's actually traffic on her. I'm so pissed off. Why did I watch this? Why did I watch this? I don't fucking know. I fucking hate this. Everything about this. Dude.
look how white it's turned my...
I can tell you exactly what happened. So this is an asphalt walkway. And what they did was, instead of shoveling the snow, because Vaughn is too lazy to shovel the fucking snow, what happened was, all he did was spread down a shitload of salt, and that exothermic reaction actually broke down the asphalt, and it made the water go into the ground, and then the water would freeze underneath the asphalt and push it upwards. And that's what we've got. Holy shit, dude. Oh my god, man. What the fuck am I watching? Alright. We got this.
It's all over my mom's porch. How the fuck... Where the fuck did that shit come from?
Bomb's porch.
And me and the kids even tracked it into her house. Under her carpet.
Oh, sorry.
That white powdery residue. It was all in her carpet. I had to go over there and help her sweep.
Science with Liz. Common sense with Liz. Like, for real though, dude. What's going on, Ravenous Bean? Like, dude, you've worked landscaping. When somebody fucks something up so simply, you're just like, it burns your britches. You're just like, God. Think about somebody just... I mean, same here. Think about somebody just pulling a tree to a dump trailer from the leaves as opposed to pulling it from the stems. You dig what I'm saying? Fuck, dude. Oh, that's so... That's tens of thousands of dollars worth of damage that has been done to just that small pathway. Exactly. It's just common sense. It's just common sense. Think forward for a little bit. Like, god damn, dude, fuck, shit, ass. And Rev, I know you've heard a supervisor say that. And just, god damn it, fuck, shit, fucking hell, shit ass, god damn it. And you're just like, oh, well, I just got on the job, and you're spreading mulch where everybody else was spreading mulch. Meanwhile, you could have just taken everything to the back and started in the back and then worked your way to the front. It would have been so much easier. God. I just want to go chop a log. Have you ever been chop a log mad? Fuck. Well, neither shoveled nor salted those walks. Someone I hired did on things. The snow just clears itself because it's always bad. to dragging himself out of bed. Oh, supervisor is the Tourette's guy. Fucking drag it. No. But yeah, no. Vaughn never did anything about that, and the guy that actually like shoveled and salted had no fucking clue what the hell they were doing. 100%. Because I mean, look, I've done this for barely one season. I can understand what the fuck they fucked up on. Good God. And that's hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars for someone to come and do this. When this asshole literally could have just done it himself. It would have been so fucking easy. It's the easiest thing. You shovel the snow, you throw some salt, and then that's it. When the asphalt starts to degrade, you just lay some more asphalt. Or you'll lay some concrete. Get some fucking Quikrete. Level everything out. Screed it out. Put down some blocks. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Vaughn slept in the snow magically moved.
Some of it up. Isn't snow simply water in another form? That's what I was taught in school. So where's this white powder shit coming from? Hello? Something is not right. You know, the conspiracy theorists are right.
Instead of hot mix. You're probably right, considering it was just a small pathway. The hot mix would have been normally for like a driveway or something. But like, who the fuck knows? Regardless, it's so deteriorated.
There's something ain't right about that shit. Because it ain't supposed to leave no powdery residue, white powdery residue. It's fucking water. It's supposed to melt. And speaking of melting, we've had 2 days of temperatures in the 40s, and yet we still got that shit on the fucking ground. It's still out there. It hasn't melted much. Not as much as it should have. Why? What's happening? Something is not right. The conspiracy theorists are correct. There is something not right about the snow. What? I don't know. But obviously snow is not supposed to leave white powder residue, folks. Okay, it's just fucking not.
It was
That's the
mold.
truth. Alright, and now I've got the shit documented.
It was either mold or frost. Do you not understand? Okay, so when you have a deck that's lifted up, air is going to go underneath. That's why, I know Vaughn, you're too dumb to understand this, and you don't know how to drive a fucking car, but when you go over a bridge and it says bridge ices first, you have to take that warning seriously, because the air that's going under the bridge, because of the cars moving, pulling that air, it will cause the bridge to move or to ice first. It will get colder. So it's really important for you to just take your foot off of the goddamn gas and just glide over the bridge. Don't hit the brakes, but glide over the bridge. And then when you hit some asphalt and you get your stability, you'll be good. Fuck me. And it's the same thing with a deck. The air is going to be moving under the deck, so there's going to be frost. More so than even if the sun is out, the air moving underneath is going to hit that Trex, and it's going to fucking cause it to fucking... It's going to cause whatever water's in there to freeze, and the water freezing is going to... It's going to come out, and it's going to expand, and it's going to be right on the top. Because water takes the easiest path possible. And the easiest path possible for freezing water is to simply just go up and be on the surface of your Trek's fucking deck. You cock-sucking idiot moron, slug in your bathroom, having fucking let your mom die on the floor, piece of shit. I hate you. There are very few signs like that in Wisconsin. We assume, I understand that. It's typically in rural areas around Ohio, so like it says bridge ices before road, so you'll see that in few areas. You're not going to see it everywhere, but I totally understand. Vaughn, the weather sorcerer himself, can't figure out how the snow works. Amazing. Look here, listen. Alright. Underhaven is going to start in about an hour and a half. Hour and a half? Hour and a half. It started to rain, so I have to take the dog out and then give her some food. And I am really pissed off. 2 internet dipshits pissed me off. So, I'm going to leave you guys with one of the greatest songs. Get out of here. One of the greatest songs ever produced. You're welcome.
Pickup truck. Ever since that day I've had nothing but bad luck. My mama didn't love me and my daddy he ran away. My granny she done raised me in her own peculiar way. Said listen to me mister, I'm in the bathroom with my sister. Give me a goddamn minute to clean it up. Well, I'm drinking past Blue Ribbon, Lord I got no use for women. So my sister puts her nose right up my butt. We walked back to the trailer and we ran into a sailor looking for good times and methamphetamine. He took my good sweet sister and Lord I sure do miss her. Good God I hope he treats her like a queen. Listen to me mister, in the bathroom with my sister. Give me a goddamn minute to clean it up. I'm drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon and I ain't got use for women. So my sister puts her nose right up my butt. My feet they are dragging as I slink back to my wagon, and I crawl in bed as lonesome as can be. And I cry myself to sleep. My sister goes down deep. Can't wait till she comes right on back to me. I sure do miss my sister and how she let me fist her. It don't feel right without her by my side. My steamboat I was tugging, think about my second cousin. 'Cause I came to pick, not here for the ride. mama didn't love me and my daddy ran away. Granny tried to raise me in her own peculiar way. And ever since that day, I've had nothing but bad luck. Born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Said born in a bathtub in the back of a pickup truck. Said born